You know you got bad habits. You know you got bad habits. Hey guys, it is me, Sonya, and I'm excited because we're going to be talking about how to change those bad habits that we got, okay? But before we get into that, let me introduce myself. Hey guys, my name is Sonya of Sonya W Coaching, where we help overwhelmed, multi-passionate women learn how to acknowledge, execute, and win at our dreams. I am all about dreams meeting reality here at Sonya W Coaching. So let me tell you, you know you got bad habits. You know you got bad habits. I got them too. I still have them, but I am working towards getting rid of as many bad habits as possible. And I have come up with a couple of steps for you to make that happen, okay? So I got my little notes right here because I didn't want to miss none of them. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it, okay? All right. So the first thing to do in getting rid of bad habits is to acknowledge it. Actually acknowledge the bad habits that you got. Go ahead, take a minute. I know it sucks. I know it don't feel good. I know you're like, yo, this is too much. Like, why are you telling me to acknowledge my bad habits? I don't want to. Well, you said you wanted to live intentionally, right? You said that you wanted to live like you didn't have a million years on the earth, right? Well, you gotta get rid of those bad habits. So acknowledge them. Acknowledge the things that you struggle with or the things that you want to change about what you do and about who you are. Begin to look at those things and see how you can change them. You know, it may be that, you know, you pick up your phone the first thing in the morning, and maybe that's a habit that you don't want to keep. Or maybe, you know, you have a habit of binging out on Netflix when you know you're supposed to be doing something else. Acknowledge those bad habits. I think people always joke about that, right? That acknowledgement is the first step to recovery, right? You gotta actually acknowledge the things that you want to change. And then the next thing, number 2, determine its effectiveness. Is it actually working for you? Really think about it and get honest about it. Yeah, we already know that turning on my phone as soon as I wake up is not the ideal thing, right? But really determine its effectiveness. Is it really a problem? Is it stopping you from doing things that you want to do? Or is it just a nuisance that, you know, hey, I could take it or leave it and it's okay? Acknowledge and then determine its effectiveness. Now, if it's actually affecting something that you find important, something that you want to see transformed in your life, then it's a habit that you need to change. And I think it's key to actually do that because sometimes we got habits that really are inconsequential. Like, yes, it's not the best habit, but it's not stopping me from doing something good. It's not stopping me from growing and doing all the things that I want to do. So you have to figure out, okay, is this something worth trying to change in this season? Determine its effectiveness for you. Then the next thing is to change it. Yes, actually change it. Figure out a way to change it and then change it. Take a time to actually look at the different habits and see how you can change it. So for instance, one thing that I sometimes struggle with is actually picking up my phone first thing in the morning and scrolling Instagram. So I've built some different things in my life to help me not do that. So like I've blocked the app. I have like a timer or a blocker. I don't know what it's called. Where it doesn't allow me to look at Instagram for certain times. That helps me. So I have it so it does not open up until 7 a.m. because before 7 a.m. I am taking time in the Word. I'm moving. I'm doing all those different things that I know are going to move me forward in my goals and my desires, right? So really take a moment and figure out how you can change up some of the things that you have been struggling with, okay? And then the final thing that I think is so major and so important is to do it slowly. Don't just up and change everything all at once, because what's going to happen is you're going to get overwhelmed. You're going to get mad. You're going to say, I can't change this. I can't do this. And then you stop. No, take your time. Maybe pick one or two things that you want to change, one or two small things, and work at it for a couple of weeks. Take a moment to just kind of get it into your life cycle and see how it works out. Okay, then you go add another thing. Then you go add another thing. But take your time. Yes, life is finite, but you do have a lifetime, right? And just one move forward, one step forward is going to transform your life. So take your time. Do it slowly. Be intentional about it. Be methodical about it. And you're going to see life change in your life. You're going to see how living intentionally, living with intention is going to transform you, and is actually going to get you living the life that you've always wanted to live. So, okay, what are we going to do to break some bad habits? We're going to acknowledge it. We're going to determine its effectiveness. We're going to change it. And then we're going to do all of this slowly. 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 Take your time, because it's going to be worth it. It's going to be a hard road, but it's going to be worth it, my friends. All right, so if you like this, if this was something that you needed today, go ahead and like the video. And if you really, really like this and you want to be notified of what's coming up next, go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe so I know it's real. Y'all have an awesome, awesome, awesome day.